The last solar eclipse of 2025 is happening on 21st of September and may last in some regions until 22nd of September. This eclipse is not very dreadful, but its energy is very karmic. It will force people to deal with their karma, and there is no way to avoid it. This eclipse may be dramatic in nature. For some people, it may bring instant relief from long-standing issues. For others, it may introduce situations they never expected or challenges they didn't anticipate. Who is the most affected by this eclipse? First of all, people going through Mercury Dasha, because the eclipse is happening in Virgo, ruled by Mercury. Secondly, people going through Sun Dasha, since the Sun is being eclipsed. And lastly, people who have planets placed within 2 to 6 degrees of Virgo, as they may experience stronger effects, particularly if they are also in the dasha of that planet. In this case, the overall effects will also affect the house whose lords are within 2 to 6 degrees of Virgo in your natal chart. Whatever planet is near the eclipse degree and the house it rules in your natal chart will play a role in the results. And if your natal sun, moon, or ascendant lord are on these degrees in your birth chart, you are affected by this eclipse the most. Overall, this eclipse is karmic in nature, and people may experience it in a good way or a challenging way, depending on their birth chart, planetary placements, and current dasha periods. This solar eclipse is not extremely dreadful, but it is very karmic in nature. Many people may feel its effect, which could last from 3 months up to 5 months. The eclipse is hemmed by 2 malefics, also opposed by retro Saturn from the sign of Pisces, and the dispositor of the eclipsed sun, also placed within the same house, which is likely to increase its intensity. Even though the eclipse itself is not extremely difficult, the situations it is creating in the affected house may feel emotionally challenging, mentally exhausting, and karmically demanding. People may feel more reactive, sensitive, or depressed, and many may struggle with their environment or relationships in general. The eclipse is happening in the Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, which is the Sun Nakshatra, while Ketu is in the sign of Leo, which is the Sun's sign. This means the Sun is strongly affected, so leaders, heads of companies, governments, and other authorities may face exposure, challenges, or scrutiny, as all of these people are denoted by Sun in astrology. Issues like inefficiency, corruption, scandals, or controversial policies may come to light, creating problems for those in power. Because of this, the general public may react or retaliate, especially if they are feeling pressured or mistreated. This could create social tensions or disturbances, and the areas most likely affected include health sector. You will see the stress and challenges in public health matters. Working sector or labor sector, disputes, challenges, or pressure on workers. Government policies, exposure of inefficiencies or controversies. Security sector, possible flare-ups including cross-border tensions. Overall, this eclipse is karmic and dramatic, influencing emotional, mental, and social dynamics while exposing hidden issues and testing resilience in both individuals and authorities. Now let's explore how this eclipse may impact each zodiac sign individually. This reading is based on Vedic astrology, so make sure to check your rising sign according to the sidereal zodiac system. You can also check your moon sign for deeper insights. Let's get started. Aries. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 6th house for Aries natives. The 6th house relates to work, service, health, disputes, and daily challenges. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Aries natives are forced to deal with sixth house matters, particularly matters related to agreements, contracts, relations, and conflicts belongs to the sixth house. If the sixth house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma. Aries natives might overcome obstacles, solve disputes, or improve work related and health matters. They may win legal battles, gain advantage over competition and enemies, or see positive results from their efforts. This period may activate opportunities to take things to the next level in the areas of the sixth house. If the sixth house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Aries natives might face health issues, disputes, work pressure, or unexpected challenges. This may affect them mentally and emotionally at first, but the sixth house is the house of fight, so they are likely to overcome these difficulties with time and effort. The sixth house always encourages actions and effort. For well-placed lord, the eclipse may bring rewards and successes in challenges. For poorly placed lord, it may bring temporary stress, but the native has the ability to fight through problems and come out stronger. This period activates courage, effort, and resolution, and over time, even challenging events may lead to growth and learning. Taurus. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the fifth house for Taurus natives. The fifth house relates to creativity, intelligence, children, romance, speculative gains, and education. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Taurus natives are forced to deal with the fifth house matters, particularly matters related to contracts, agreements, relationships, and unions related to fifth house. If the fifth house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma. Taurus natives might see support from family or loved ones, resolving issues related to children, romance, or creative projects, or gaining positive results from contracts or agreements. This period may remove obstacles, and the native may feel encouraged and supported in their actions. If the fifth house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Taurus natives might face lack of support, conflicts in relationships, delays in creative or speculative projects, or difficulties with children or education. This may feel emotionally challenging, and the native may struggle to find guidance or support. The fifth house is generally a supporting house, so even if challenging karma appears, Taurus natives may learn, adapt, and eventually overcome obstacles. For well-placed lord, the eclipse may bring support, success, and good outcomes. For poorly placed lord, it may bring temporary challenges, highlighting areas where support or guidance is missing, but it also offers growth and learning opportunities. Gemini. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the fourth house for Gemini natives. So Gemini may need to watch the fourth house lord in their birth chart, whether it is in a good position or bad position. If the fourth house lord is well placed, this eclipse may bring good karma related to the fourth house. That means Geminis might see improvements in home life, property matters, or family relations, emotional support, peace in the household, or solutions to long-standing domestic problems might be activated now. This may also bring comfort and stability, and the native might feel more secure mentally and emotionally. If the fourth house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate some challenging karma. Geminis might face tensions at home, disputes with family members, property issues, or emotional stress. Some long-standing problems may come to the surface, and they might feel pressure or instability in domestic life. These life aspects are going to be prime focus during this eclipse. For some, it may be for good reasons, bringing resolution and support. For others, it may be for challenging reasons, testing patience, emotional strength, and family bonds. Cancer. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the third house for Cancer natives, so they should watch for third house lord in their natal chart, whether it is well placed or poorly placed. If the third house lord is well placed, this eclipse may bring good karma. Cancer natives might see progress in communication, short journeys, skills, or efforts they are making. The energy they put into action, courage, or self effort may give positive results. Their actions and energy may bring gains or recognition, and what they are doing may feel valuable and rewarding. If the third house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Cancer natives might face obstacles in communication, conflicts with siblings or neighbors, or difficulties in short term efforts or projects. But the third house is an Upachya house. So even if bad events happen, it may activate courage and fighting spirit. They might fight challenges effectively, showing resilience and determination. Even when bad karma is about to occur, Cancer natives are likely to spend their energy fighting the challenges, which can feel exhausting. However, if they focus their energy wisely, this effort may turn into something valuable, strengthening skills, courage, and self reliance. On the positive side, when good karma happens, their energy is not wasted and it may bring tangible benefits or rewards, making this a productive and growth oriented period. Leo. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the second house for Leo natives, so they should watch the second house lord in their natal chart. Whether it is well placed or poorly placed, the second house relates to family, wealth, and speech. So, contracts, unions, or agreements related to this house may come to the limelight within coming 3 to 5 months, and Leo natives are likely to feel forced to sort out problems related to these house matters. If the second house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma for you in the given house matter. Leo natives might resolve family matters, improve finances, or fix long-standing contractual or relational issues. Communication may improve and opportunities to gain stability and security in personal or financial matters might appear. Energy spent on these matters may give valuable results. If the second house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Leo natives might face financial pressures, family conflicts, or disputes over contracts or possessions. Events in this house may bring dramatic changes and you cannot escape them. You have to deal with whatever is happening, and it may feel stressful or overwhelming. This eclipse is forcing attention on the second house matters. For those with a strong second house lord, it may activate positive results and resolution. For those with a weak or afflicted lord, it may activate challenges, but dealing with them is necessary for karmic growth. Virgo. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the first house for Virgo natives, so they should watch the first house lord in their birth chart. Whether it is well placed or poorly placed, the first house relates to self, body, personality, health, and overall life direction. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. If the first house lord is well placed, this eclipse may bring good karma. Virgo natives might overcome health issues, resolve personal problems, or get out of long-standing legal disputes. Life may take a positive turn, and events may bring solutions or relief in areas that have been challenging. Personal confidence and well-being may improve, and energy may be used in positive and productive ways. If the first house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Virgo natives might face health problems, accidents, or major personal disputes. Life may feel upside down, and events may bring stress, tension, or dramatic changes. This is not an easy time, and they cannot escape the challenges that appear in personal, health, or legal matters. The effects depend strongly on where the first house lord is placed in the natal chart. For well-placed Lord, this eclipse may resolve problems and bring positive outcomes. For poorly placed Lord, it may activate serious challenges, making this a difficult but karmically significant period. Libra. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 12th house for Libra natives, so they are forced to deal with 12th house matters during this period, particularly over the next 5 months. The 12th house relates to foreign travel, foreign contacts and connections, and expenditures, isolation, and hidden matters. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. If the 12th house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma. Libra natives might see resolution in foreign agreements, overseas dealings, or long-pending contracts. They may spend money wisely or gain from hidden or destined sources. It can also activate spiritual growth, introspection, or helpful solitude, making this period productive in an unseen way. If the 12th house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Libra natives might face losses, legal troubles in foreign contracts, disputes with distant associates, or unexpected expenditures. Some hidden issues may come to light and they may feel isolated or burdened. This can be a stressful time if they are not prepared to face these challenges. The effect depends on the placement of the 12th house lord in your natal chart. For well-placed lord, the eclipse may bring gains, problem resolution, and productive outcomes. For poorly placed lord, it may bring difficult events and testing situations, forcing the native to deal with hidden or distant matters carefully. Scorpio. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 11th house for Scorpio natives. The 11th house relates to gains, fulfillment of desires, friendships, social networks, and long-term goals. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Scorpio natives are forced to deal with 11th house matters, and the outcome depends on the placement of the 11th house lord in the birth chart. If the 11th house lord is well placed, this eclipse may bring good karma. Scorpio natives might see gains from work, fulfillment of long-awaited desires, support from friends and networks, or success in social projects. Their efforts and energy may produce visible results, and they may experience satisfaction from the achievements or recognition. If the 11th house lord is poorly placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Scorpio natives might face delays or obstacles in fulfilling goals, conflicts with friends or social groups, or disappointment in long-term plans. Initially, these events may feel disturbing or stressful, but because the 11th house is an Upachya house, they have the ability to handle pressure and balance results. This means they may overcome difficulties over time, even if the start is challenging. Even if bad karma appears, Scorpio natives are likely to navigate the obstacles by using their energy to stabilize situations and eventually gaining. For well-placed 11th house lord, this eclipse may activate good karma, bringing fulfillment, gains, and success. For poorly placed lord, the eclipse may bring initial disturbances, but the Upachya nature of the 11th house will allow recovery and eventually positive outcomes. Sagittarius. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 10th house for Sagittarius natives. The 10th house relates to career, reputation, public image, authority, and professional achievements. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Sagittarians are forced to deal with 10th house matters, and the effects depends on the placement of the 10th house lord in their natal chart. If the 10th house lord is well placed, this eclipse may bring good karma. Sagittarius natives might see career progress, recognition, or success in public or professional life. They may gain authority, improve in reputation, or achieve long-term professional goals. Efforts put into career or public matters may produce positive and rewarding results. If the 10th house lord is poorly placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Sagittarius natives might face professional hurdles, conflicts at work, criticism, or reputation issues. Public image may come under scrutiny, and some events may bring stress or challenges. This period may feel sensitive, especially for Sagittarians involved in public professions, politics, or entertainment, or whose Sun or Mercury Dasha is activated. This is a test period for career, reputation, and professional matters. For well-placed Lord, the eclipse may bring positive visibility and recognition. For poorly placed Lord, it may bring temporary stress or challenges. But it is also providing a chance to learn, stabilize, and improve public and professional life. Over the next 5 months, 10th house matters are likely to be in the limelight, either for good reasons or challenging ones. Capricorn. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 9th house for Capricorn natives. The 9th house relates to luck, higher knowledge, dharma, long distance travel, mentors, and support for goals. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Capricorns are forced to deal with 9th house matters, particularly matters related to contracts, agreements, or supportive relationships in this house. If the 9th house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma. Capricorn natives might see removal of obstacles in their growth, lucky opportunities or guidance from mentors. Contracts or agreements related to this house may turn favorable, and long-term plans may progress smoothly. This period may activate support and luck that helps them achieve goals and prosperity. If the 9th house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Capricorn natives might face lack of support, missed guidance, or obstacles in long-term plans. Growth may feel limited and opportunities may get delayed or blocked. Contractual or relational matters connected to this house may bring stress or tension, making it feel like progress is stuck. This eclipse is forcing focus on 9th house matters. For well-placed lord, it may bring good luck, removal of blockages, and support for growth. For poorly placed lord, it may bring challenging karma, highlighting areas where support or guidance is missing. Overall, matters of luck, legal contracts and agreements, and guidance are in the limelight for the next 5 months, and Capricorn natives are forced to deal with them carefully. Aquarius. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 8th house for Aquarius natives. The 8th house relates to transformation, sudden changes, shared resources, intimate relationships, and emotional traumas. So these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Aquarians are forced to deal with 8th house matters, and the experience may be intense. If the 8th house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma. Aquarians might get rid of long-term problems, resolve difficult agreements or contracts, or experience transformation that leads to growth. Even though changes may feel intense or emotionally challenging, they are removing something that no longer serves you, and this may lead to progress or relief in the long run. If the 8th house lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate very challenging karma. Aquarians might face sudden losses, disputes, or dramatic changes in relationships and agreements. Emotional attachments may be disturbed, and letting go of something may feel deeply unsettling. This is not an easy period, and the changes may feel overwhelming or stressful. The 8th house is always transformational, so changes are unavoidable, whether for good or bad reasons. For well-placed lord, the eclipse may bring resolution and positive transformation, even if emotionally intense. For poorly placed lord, it may bring serious challenges that test resilience, and emotional strength. Aquarians are forced to confront 8th house matters, and this period is not easy but necessary for karmic growth, particularly in agreements, contracts, and relationship matters. Pisces. This particular solar eclipse is happening in the 7th house for Pisces natives. The 7th house relates to relationships, partnerships, contracts, unions, and recognition through association. So, these areas are likely to be activated and tested within coming 3 to 5 months. Pisces natives are forced to deal with the 7th house matters, and the results depend on the placement of the 7th house lord in their natal chart. If the 7th house lord is well placed in your natal chart, this eclipse may bring good karma. Pisces natives might see improvements in relationships, successful partnerships, or favorable contractual agreements. This period may also bring realizations that are positive, helping them strengthening bonds or open new opportunities in personal or professional unions. If the Lord is very well placed, part of a auspicious yogas, they may experience very beneficial results within the next 5 months. If the 7th house Lord is poorly placed, this eclipse may activate challenging karma. Pisces natives might face conflicts in relationships, endings of partnerships, or difficulties in contracts and agreements. Some realizations may reveal hidden issues in marriage or partnerships, which could lead to separation or change in union dynamics. This period may feel stressful or emotionally intense, but it is karmically significant. This eclipse is very karmic in nature, and the results depends on the karma associated with your 7th house in your natal chart. Pisces natives are forced to confront relationship and partnership matters, and this period may bring either growth and opportunities or necessary endings and realizations. The coming 5 months are likely to focus heavily on unions, contracts, and relational matters, and outcomes will reflect the karmic strength of the 7th house Lord.